Hi guys, Aceface back for Twisted Dice, and I've got another preparation 9th edition video. Preparation is probably not the right word, but let's do some more wild speculation because I know you guys love the wild speculation. And today what we're going to talk about is what I think will be the best 3 armies when we start in 9th edition. Before we get started guys, do me a favour, hit that subscribe button. Really helps us out tons. Majority of the people that watch these videos do not subscribe, and if we can get a few more subscribers, we're getting faster and faster and closer to our 10,000 subscribers. That's the way we want to get to. So if you can hit that subscribe button, it helps us out tons. And make sure you like and comment in this video. Let us know what you want to see. Let us know your opinions. Helps us out tons. And if you want to support the channel further and you like what we do and you're enjoying our videos, we've got loads out at the moment, then consider maybe supporting us on Patreon. There'll be a link down below. We've got now regular giveaways going on in there, and it's an awesome place to hang out. But anyway, that's enough of that. I know you guys don't like hearing me wittering on and selling the channel. So let's jump into the content. So what I wanted to talk to you today, and this is just speculation. It's not clickbait. It's not clickbait. It's not. Speculation on what I think. And it's a bit of guess, it's a little bit of working out from our focus and what we've heard and looking at the rules, what I think the best 3 factions will be and why when we start off in the new edition. And this will only be for a pretty short period of time because as new codexes release and supplements, that power level will change and we will see different armies float to the forefront. But I'm going to talk about what I think and why I think that these will be the top 3. So let's start, and I'm not going to put these in order because I don't know exactly where they will float to the top, but we'll talk about them. Now I think without a doubt one of the most powerful armies as we go into 9th edition will be the Necrons. The main reason why I believe this, and we've got a video on the Necrons, and I'll put a link down below so you can check out Darren and Franco. Franco's a dedicated Necron player. You can click on that and have a look at a bit more depth around some opinions and thoughts on the Necrons. But the reason why I think Necrons will almost certainly be one of the strongest armies when the new edition launches is they have such a new flushed out range of units. Now, the reality is those units need to bring something to the table. There's a lot of investment gone into building a new army. Now, a lot of those will just be core models that people will buy anyway, but they are going to need to have put quite a lot of thought. They are one of the key focuses for the launch of the new edition. And also Games Workshop have worked very, very hard around trying to make the fluff and the story reflect in the game. Now, they don't always get that right, and I'll be the first to say that they don't. But what we've got here is we've got the Silent King returning. Now, this is a huge part of the story and the curve of what's happening in the 41st millennium. And this guy means business. He's the big daddy, and he's going to have some rules, some ways that he works on the battlefield, and some ways to enhance the Necron army to really give them a boost. I think Necrons as well, they need a boost. There's a lot of people that have moaned and groaned about Necrons for the last edition, and if we look at other armies like Marines and Grey Knights recently, who got a very, very bad rep about being poor performing armies, they got huge boosts. And if that's anything to go by, I would expect to see very similar from Necrons. I expect them to really, really become powerhouses in the new edition. So I think by far they will be in the top 3 performing factions as we go into the new edition. Next army that I think will be super strong is Eldar. And why do I think Eldar? Because actually the complexity and the variety of solid units they have within that codex means that actually they have a huge strength in depth to pick from. Their codex has always been strong since it was made. It has great internal balance, which means that loads of units within that dex are extremely good, and they only tend to need a slight tweak to the other power play performers around them to really come through and be very, very strong. I just think that they will be absolutely up there. They are always there or thereabouts since 5th edition, and I don't see anything changing with that. I just think the few tweaks to the rules and the balance that they have within their codex will still mean that they are a top performing army. They have been doing very well at the tail end of 8th with their new buffs to Psychic Awakening. Eldar players are a tricky bunch. They're very, very clever, and they're very, very tactical, and I would expect to see some shenanigans there. And let's throw it out a little bit wider and say that Eldar as a whole, I think, will be super strong. But I think Craft Worlds will definitely see them back. And then my third choice is going to be Tyranids. And I've talked about this in depth, and I'll put a link down below of why I think Tyranids will be super, super strong. Now, yes, Horde is looking in trouble, but I don't think Tyranids need Horde. They don't need it. And I think some little insertion of some bigger units is going to be fine. They're not going to be depending on Horde, which to me is going to make them super, super strong. And I would expect them, you know, to have some new love soon. There's lots of talk in the fluff around Tyranids being big players who are in the start of this edition. So I think they will be super strong. And again, when we talk Tyranids as a whole, Genestealer Cult, I think, are going to be strong as well. So they're my 3 factions that I believe will be the top 3. But what would be really interested to hear is, why don't you put in the comments below what you think will be the top 3 factions and why at the start of 9th edition. Let me know, because we're really interested to hear. See how many people agree, see how many people disagree. Because I know at the moment it's just wild speculation, but I guess there'll be some people with some pretty strong opinions of who they think will be the top dogs as we go into the new edition. So thanks very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video and a bit of food for thought for you guys as we approach the new edition. And if you enjoy our videos, then again, please do think about subscribing. It helps us out tons as we try and get to that 10,000 subscriber mark. But until the next video, I'm Aceface, and I'll see you really soon. Bye for now.